Geminis, happy midweek Wednesday, Geminis. Let's get it. I've already prayed over your cards, Geminis. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below, Geminis. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's do it. All right, Geminis, let's see a breakthrough happening for you all. Whew, nice, finally, right? The nightmare is coming to an end. You know why? Because you have decided, hey, I need to break away from some type of energies. Here we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and also the Two of Swords, right? Source is saying, take the blindfolds off. At this point, take the blindfolds off. You got to ask yourself the motive. Why am I allowing some things as a part of my past get to me so heavy? Like, what is it? Like, what two types of situations in particular? Something connecting your head and heart with each other, being at war with each other. And the more you talk about it, Gemini, remember you're ruled by Mercury, right? Mercury is the communication and messenger planet, but that's not all Mercury is all about. You know, Mercury is a very powerful inner planet. It's also the planet of knowledge and learning. It's the planet of factual memory, opinion, it's sibling relationships, it's trade and commerce, and also affects travel. I mean, like, how is this information traveling to you? What's being said? What's not being said? What are, you know, like, let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about, since we're talking about head and heart being at war with each other. Let's say, for instance, you know, you because to try to contain air. So it's saying, like, you know, you could be dealing with a very controlling kind of energy outside of you that your head and your heart are connected with. So they know exactly if you're the person who's looking on their social media, if they know if you're talking about them, they know that. They can pick up that energy, right? Source is saying to you, you know, one of the things that's coming to me is this, since your head and heart are at war with each other, it's like getting into arguments with somebody from your past love interest, whether it's friendship, love, romantic, whatever. They know that you're the person that, like, they've heard you say things, like you look at people's social media. They've heard you say things. They know how you communicate. And so, okay, when you cut them off or they've cut you off, or you've moved on from the energy, Source is saying, guess what? They know that you're going to look at their social media too. They know exactly, they know how you think. Somebody knows how you think. And so Source is saying, once you cut that air off, meaning I'm going to stop talking about it, I'm going to stop overthinking this, and my head and heart are not at war with each other, I need to start forgiving myself for even giving so much air to something. And I need to get out and get some fresh air, because that's what I'm seeing for you. That's when you would have gotten it, okay? Geminis, I'm trying to help you all to close out this cycle and finish strong, because the Ace of Swords leading your reading here is about motive. What's the motive? Why is this in particular bother me so much, right? So as you're sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, you're like, I'm not letting this air get back into my universe, meaning your mind, right? I'm not letting this back in my mind. There was a lesson that Source needed me to learn. Source is saying that somebody keep invoking some kind of thought, like a nightmare. You know, like in the scary movies, Gemini, when you keep talking about it, that thing comes back up. Candyman, Michael Myers, what's the other one? Jason, all the other ones, right? So it says that's your ruling planet is causing it. Well, to some degree, playing a role in it, the communication of it, overthinking it. And even when you say, why can't I stop thinking about it? You want to say, instead of saying, why can't I stop thinking about it? Thank you that I'm thinking about it, because it's something Source wants me to learn in this. What was the lesson I was supposed to learn? So here we have the Eight of Cups. Source is saying, with all of this brain power that you all have, and I always say how incredibly smart you all are, and you know how incredibly smart you all are. Source is saying, now use all of this towards your gifts and talents. Here we have also the Two of Cups. So 8 and 2 obviously is 10. And I'm seeing a lot of your wishes being fulfilled. So now it's time to, you know, come out of your head and start writing down these wishes that you want fulfilled, and start making room for that, like clearing the air. And start making room for that instead of making room for something in the past and keep overthinking and keep talking about it. And I mean, unless somebody likes drama, because that's really all it is, because I see you moving towards legacy wealth. Yeah. I see you and your person building legacy wealth together. The way you all think are really all about sources putting you in creative spaces, but the way you and your person think that you're building legacy together, both of you all are smart. You're both are, you don't you like feeling like you're in safe spaces where you can create, right? Your inner child feels safe with each other, those kind of things. So you want to leave behind anything where you didn't feel nurtured, protected, secure, in that space, or even if you can foresee it. You all are incredibly smart. Like your air sign, like air signs are just, I just can't say enough. Anyway, here we have the Four of Swords. So Source is trying to tell you, get your rest. Get your rest. Here we have the Seven of Swords. 4 and 7 are obviously 11. 11 is a master number, right? And this is where you get off this is where you get off the fence. 11 symbolizes light. And step into your light, that your thoughts are creating your reality. Your thoughts are creating your nightmare. You're talking about it is creating a nightmare. Source is saying, get out and get some fresh air. Somebody's going to feel 1,000% better. You all know what I'm talking about, Gemini. Sometimes you feel like, okay, I'm stuck up in the house and I'm just on the same air. I feel like I've cleaned up in the house. You feel better when you're cleaning up. You're just sucking out all that energy, that air, that stale air. When you get out and move around a little bit outside, you're like, okay, I feel so much better. I feel rejuvenated. I feel charged up. I feel better, So that's what I'm saying for you all. And that's where your wishes are being fulfilled. So as you're going through this rebirth, you hear about, I feel like somebody's walking something out. Like when a person who is with child and they're walking around, like you coming around with, with child, like a child could be a new book that you're trying to publish. It could be a music project you're thinking about. It could be something where you're coming up with some ideas. Sometimes you need some fresh air. Like when you're at work and you say, I need to take a break. Go outside, you walk, come back, okay, I feel rejuvenated. You're an air sign. That's how air signs cleanse, I need some fresh air. So here you are sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts, as it relates to the abundance and prosperity that you're giving birth to, whether it's in your personal and your professional life. And so Source is saying, take the blindfolds off so you can see the blessings right in your, that's how some people miss the blessings. They're so busy in so busy in nightmare mode, and just fear and doubt and uncertainty, you can't even see the blessings that lie ahead. And that's what Source is trying to tell somebody. See your ancestors around you right here? Take those blindfolds off and see the blessings around you. That's what Source is trying to help somebody to do. So yeah, see all the blessings around. You got a lot of ancestors, a lot of loved ones who have transitioned that's trying to help you with this. They're so proud of somebody on the other side. Here we have the Justice card. Here we have the Temperance card. Here we have the Five of Swords and also the Nine of Pentacles. So it's just saying, take something that's been disrupting your peace and really just kind of sort of, like I said, the pain, the hurt of something ending. Like the sword energy is traumatic, because it makes you feel powerless. It makes you feel when you've been cut off or you've cut somebody, it's like you're cutting the power, you're cutting the intellect. Like I'm not giving it any more thought anymore. And here we also have the Five of Swords. So with 2 and 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords. Source has been saying to you, every time you think that outside of yourself somebody's holding on to secrets, you're saying, I feel powerless because they're not telling me something, right? Or they feel like you're holding on to secrets. They feel powerless and because they feel like you're not telling them something. So it's just like, free yourselves. That's disrupting somebody's peace. Libra, this is Libra's card, is ruled by Venus, right? And Source is saying to you, see things from an expanded view, right? See things from an expanded view. It's hard for you to give birth to abundance and prosperity if you feel like, I feel powerless in situations, or I feel like I feel powerless and I don't feel like I have the smartest, not that you have to be the smartest person. I don't feel like I'm making the best decision for what I'm allowing into my universe, if that makes sense. Here we also have the 9 of Pentacles. So I definitely see you and someone moving forward, Gemini. Both of you all are thinking about financial independence and also legacy wealth together. And that's just not always in a romantic sense. Legacy wealth together could be in a business sense. Like, okay, I'm going to do what's best for my family. You're going to do what's best for yours. We're going into business together. And so we got to make sure we get these contractual agreements together. But I'm leaving behind all of that invoking all the hurt, the pain, and even some of these swords right here symbolize loss of loved ones. And you got a lot of help on the other side. You got to ask yourself, as far as loved ones are concerned, would I want my loved ones to still be here, possibly in the condition that they were in, right? Even if it could have been some kind of illness. It could have been a, loved ones who are, I'm gonna share something with you all, and I'm just say trigger warning. I remember I had a family member who would always just say stuff like, basically they were saying they don't want to be here, right? And so one day they just, I mean, literally they just transitioned in their sleep. They kept saying it. They didn't want to be here. They didn't want to be here. They didn't want to be here. And so when you do energy work and you recognize that our words create our reality, and some people constantly saying they don't want to be here for whatever reason, it doesn't have to be jolted out of your sleep because you got a phone call about something, or you found out some really bad news and that somebody has a certain amount of time to live. Some people say it so much they don't want to be here. They hate their job. They hate this. They hate that they don't even realize they're sending that energy out into the universe. And we're already, every day we wake up, we're one step closer to graduating from this life and moving on. But some people actually speed it up by saying it. So that would be like, even in a in a marriage situation, when you start using that D word, and next thing you know, you're sitting at a courthouse, sitting in a courthouse, signing papers that, okay, it's dissolved, right? Or you saying stuff like you don't like your job, right? Instead of, because Source is trying to get people to look at things at a higher frequency. Your words are creating your reality. So you're going into a job and you're like, oh, I anything but love this job, right? Then all of a sudden everything becomes a problem on the job. So you got to be real careful, with words. I see somebody's anxiety about some situations actually moving forward, and that's where that's how you learn how to save yourself. Like, I'm making peace. I'm letting something that I'm leaving behind rest in peace, and I'm moving forward, right? So that's how you're going to save yourself. That's where the good news is going to really, really come in, because Source is saying the more and more you think about the pain of what you have to leave behind, it becomes you're giving life to that pain instead of giving life to the very thing that you've been trying to speak into existence, right? So I'm looking forward to, like, this is about closing out cycles in love. So I definitely see you closing out situation or cycles with energies that you love. Agape love, just so we're clear. Agape love, like, there's no conditions to it. Like, you know what, I've learned, this is about somebody learning a lesson, and now you're moving forward from something. Here we had the Page of Pentacles. New money is coming across somebody's path, so something is going to be increasing your money, right? Here we also have the Four of Pentacles, right? And we also have the Six of Cups, right? So I definitely see somebody moving on in childlike faith, and to a situation where you feel like you're giving birth to growth, and because Jupiter is the planet of growth and creativity. But I definitely see somebody moving in a space where creatively you're around your group of people. I feel like you are in spaces where there's fresh water, no toxicity, like, as long as you bring the fresh water yourself and you have that water, you're making sure you're protecting your energy. People want to be in your space. And also just kind of sort of learning that when you're not feeling in the best of spaces, it's okay to say, hey, not today. Not today. I'm not bringing that toxic conversation around other people. So I definitely see somebody moving on from two types of situations. You're seeing it at a higher frequency. That Source needed you to give birth to abundance and prosperity, and move forward, right? Move forward from something. Let me see what else we got going on here. Make sure we got the right card. Okay, yeah. All right, Geminis. Yeah. So be careful with your words. If you that job that Source gave you, that's who you're grateful for. You're a cheerful giver to Source, right? that relationship that you pray for, cheerful giver to source. Somebody just has to learn how to just stop going along with just the flow of other people's flow and learn how to close out cycles in love. Just say, you know what, I don't wish any harm on anybody, any person, place, or things that I'm leaving behind. I wish everybody the best, but it's time for me to close out the cycles and move forward. So, and in childlike faith, here we have, I see somebody here, we have Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, Queen of Swords again, we have the Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, and also healing, right? So don't give any energy to this, because you'll end up being your own Judas in your own circle. Here we have the Ten of Swords. So somebody has definitely been betrayed a lot of times in your past, possibly from family members, people you could have been married to, you know, I mean, people you were in business with. It could have been, but Source doesn't want you to live in woe is me mode, right? If anything, you need to be in spaces where you feel like you can heal. You know, you can heal from, you know, cutting some, you know, like a person giving birth to something. You need some time to kind of process, okay, everything kind of getting back to you settling in your new body, right? You're settling into your new home. You're settling into your new job. You're settling into your new car, your new home. You're settling into this new life that you've purged all of the things that you've been holding on, the thoughts that you've been holding on to about what you're leaving behind, all the nightmares and stuff. You're no longer in this mode right here, the bait and switch. You know, I feel like somebody's really definitely embarking on this new life that's coming your way, Gemini, and I do see you being successful at moving forward, right? Here we also have the Queen of Swords again. So Queen of Swords came out 3 times. It looks like you in 2 situations, like it looks like everybody involved in a situation is all born to inspire, right? Because the number 3, right? So there's a lot of lessons all the way around here. Here we have the Ace of Wands here. And so I definitely see somebody back in the saddle again, moving forward. Here we also have the Queen of Wands. I see you feeling happy, charismatic, and free, really. I definitely see where you're building generational wealth. I'm trying to see what else we got going on here. You have a lot of gifts and talents. Source is saying you have a lot of streams of income between you and whoever you're moving forward with, whether it's in business and or in love. I definitely see financial independence, you know, there. And I see it's just harvest time. So when you're getting together with your group of creatives that you're creating with, and just recognizing and you feel like, okay, I feel kind of sort of like I'm at odds with something within myself, because it's not like outside of yourself, but something is triggering you, you know, memories or whatever. Okay, maybe time for me to stop the conversation or get up from the table or whatever you need to do to collect your thoughts. That's when you're, you know, and you were in receiving mode of something, and then I definitely see you moving forward from something else. But somebody's head and heart have been at war with each other for far too long, and so it's like it's time to get out of your head and start asking some of the people around the table that you're connecting with, you know, what resources they have to help you to move forward. Freedom. So I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Yeah, release me from its bonds. So, yep. Because all of this hurt can end up hurting somebody else and easily triggered. You know, so Source is saying, take the blindfolds off. Whatever it is, whatever the 2 types of energies that you leaving behind is 2 types, and not just 2 people. It could be 2 places, 2 things, 2 whatever. I deserve success, and that you do. You absolutely deserve success. But you also want to make sure you're not carrying around, you know, something that is weighing you down from seeing the bigger picture here, like the at the highest frequency. If I say or if I do this, am I bringing pain into other people's lives, or am I allowing other people to bring pain into my life when I'm trying to heal from some things? So joy, that's what you are adding to. That's right, the number 10. So 10 is a number for instant manifestation. So, you know, like I said, somebody's words are creating their reality. Stop invoking talking about the nightmares and how you hate this place and hate that place. So it's just saying, start saying, I love where I'm going. I love what I'm evolving. You know, where I love the person, the energy I'm becoming. Right, continue to become. You are who they prayed for. Yep, you are who they prayed for in business. You are who they prayed for in love. You are who they prayed for as a friend. You are who they prayed for. That's what I'm saying. Source is saying when you're hurting, don't bring confused energy into this at this table right here, 2 and 8 of Cups. So it's saying a soulmate is coming across your path first, but make sure you are not the energy that you moved on from. Make sure you're not bringing their spirit into this table, right? And so, yeah. I feel like somebody could have been connected somehow to some very negative energy who was connected to other negative energies that they wouldn't cut off, and it affected you. 17, I am independent. The quality of work that you can produce when you're going at it alone, Gemini, is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. That's right, 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. And we're going to do one more thing, and we're going to go ahead and close it out. So yes, let's finish out strong. Let's finish out this cycle strong. There is freedom again. That's right. I am free to be me, period. I am free to live fully. I am present in this moment. I am not bound by my circumstances. I am stronger than fear or doubt. I have the power to create a new reality. Yep. That's right. You have the power to create a new reality, and that's exactly what somebody's doing moving forward. Like I said before, when a negative thought or sarcasm or easily, like I'm going along with whatever frequency a negative energy is on, you're going to stop yourself and say, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not at battle with myself. I'm at a higher frequency. I have great ideas. If somebody's challenging those ideas, again, I'm moving forward, right? I'm pulling out the sword of truth on myself. Somebody is definitely a healer. And your healing energy attracts a lot of hurt energies, right? But you had to learn how to save yourself, and that's what you teaching other people, how to save themselves. So if they're still connected to family members who have hurt them and they're not interested in moving forward, Gemini, you're going to have to leave it behind, because otherwise they're going to keep on hurting you and expect for you to heal them. And after a while, you become an overgiver. And can't figure out for the life of you why people keep taking advantage of you. That's why you're a healer. Healers attract a lot of deeply hurt energies. But again, you're teaching people how to heal themselves just in your experience and how you've healed yourself. So if you're going to be talking about anything, it's about being open and talking to people about what Source has told you. Hey, you got to see it from a higher frequency. You attract people who are hurt, because you learn how to heal yourself from hurt. So you're teaching people to not be a Judas in their own lives and expecting and blaming it on people outside of themselves. That's what I have for you all, and I will see you on Freedom Friday. Let's finish out this cycle strong. The moon is in Capricorn, so Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of maturity and authority. It's a planet of rules, structure. It's a very serious planet. It's also the planet of boundaries. So you're creating boundaries. So if you're telling people, hey, look, they come into you and you're not offering unwarranted advice, and they're asking you, well, how were you able to cut certain people off? It's like I came to the realization that I was carrying other people's pain, and they weren't interested in getting help. And so I needed to go ahead and just make an executive decision, be the judge, jury, and executioner in my own life, and I needed to move on. And that's how I was able to do it. And so if they take your advice, great. If they don't take your advice, you have to decide how many times you're going to keep going along with their flow of hurt and holding on to their pain when Source keeps trying to assign new energies to you to help you. And in that assignment, you are also other people's assignment too, Gemini. So Source is saying things that you need, guess what? They have it. But if you're still holding on to an energy's pain and hurt, you're holding on to their nightmares, keep talking about it over and over and over again. When do you receive some good information at this table? When are you in receiving mode of this good creative energy at this table that's going to help you grow your money? That's what I have for you, and I will see you all on Freedom Friday. Bye.